Good morning. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good. Let me put this on pause. We're talking about the octopus murders. Some murders that took place down in Nicaragua over crack cocaine. Well, mainly cocaine down here in South America, right? Once it was transported to the United States using military planes, it was turned into crack cocaine and then given to assets that were placed inside of black communities in the United States so that the black communities would sell them and, one, destroy their communities. Two, now you have a reason to arrest them. And three, the main reason, to destroy the mind of the black community inside the United States. So yeah, that's what they're talking about. That's just one thing. One. I know that there are lots of countries that do lots of stuff to their own people and to others, right? Nowhere else in the world is there the state or the government putting drugs onto its streets so it can arrest its own people and corrupt them. Now, you have mostly black people in prisons. This is just one example of what the government does to get a control over its people. There are many other examples that I can give. Two that nobody talks about, that for me they are by far the greatest examples of the tyranny of governments, right? That is Waco, Texas, and the lesser known and lesser talked about Ruby Ridge. I believe it's in North Dakota. These two people had wanted to set up a compound. These two groups of people had wanted to set up a compound separate from local state government. The feds didn't like that. Now, they were a Christian group. They were teaching their kids that, it's all white people and Christian roots and man and a woman, no gay shit, none of that. And they were killed for it. And not just killed, mind you. They were burnt to death while they were alive. And then afterwards, the agents that did it from the ATF, the DEA, fucking FBI, they stood on top of the ashes taking pictures and laughing and smiling. Got some Vicks. And so, don't think that the government is there to help you. They're not. They're not. It should be obvious by now. These two situations that I've just, well, three actually, right? The We're gonna go back into the transport of crack cocaine, right? Mainly cocaine, and this was started by the United States government so that it could corrupt and arrest its own people, right? Specifically of the melanated variety, highly melanated variety. So how was it getting here? How was it getting? They were using military planes and transporting it using military bases. Nobody can check it, right? Only the federal government. And even then, only specific groups inside the federal government could stop and revise these military aircraft. And even then, it would be a difficult process. My grandmother's name is Brandy Collins. Anyone who knows anything about that name knows who the Collins are. At that time, my grandma was one of several people working with a certain group of people from Arkansas to distribute drugs. And what my grandma had sold wasn't just any drugs. It was angel dust, LSD, hallucinogens, shit like that. So I have first-hand understanding of what was being done, what is still being done. It's the reason that anytime you go to a doctor, even just a simple checkup, pills. You got something wrong with you? Here's some pills. You're sad? Here's some pills. You want to lose weight? Here's some pills. Anything. You're in pain? Here's some fucking pills. Pills, 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 pills. Medication. Never do they tell you, stop eating shit food, get some fucking exercise, and get your mind right. You do those three things, you'll be healthy as a fucking horse. And it's not an accident either that people are so sick and being debilitated. Our food is poisoned. Our water is poisoned. Our food isn't even fucking food anymore. Now the animals are being poisoned. Our environment. Yeah. All for the sake of so-called progress. Excuse me. Got a little cold going on. So, not only were they selling drugs to their own people for many reasons, right? It wasn't just one reason. They were also poisoning their own people. Not just poisoning with physical fucking poisons, right? To destroy the body, slowly break it down. But also mental poisons. mental corruption of the American population. So much so to the point where now everyone's emotionally reactive. Everyone. And some people are even fake emotionally reacting. Like this whole Tim Pool, Candace Owens situation. If you motherfuckers don't realize acting, it's acting. They're acting. They're acting. They're acting. There's nothing that nobody could say to me to convince me different. The reason why is because they look so fucking awkward. Look at the situation for what it is. There's no reason to freak out like that. This is all planned. None of this is by accident. You don't corrupt people's minds by accident. You don't poison their fucking bodies by accident. Whenever you have people like Bill Gates on a stage saying that if we do good with vaccines, we can lower the world's population, and then everyone claps and laughs. Yeah. Or another one I saw the other day. Sandra Bullock goes to Ellen DeGeneres' show, and Ellen keeps pressuring her on how she stays so young. How do you stay so young? How do you do it? Yeah? How do you stay so young? Da, 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 da. She's hesitant and saying she doesn't want to say. She says it slowly, just like this. She says, well, it comes from the penis, the skin of the penis of a young boy. And everyone in the fucking crowd just laughs and claps. I'm sitting, when I saw that, my jaw hit the floor. I was stunned. I couldn't believe it, right? It was just like sitting there watching a Senate hearing committee, and they got the head of DHS in there, and his answer to the question, where are the 300,000 kids that you have missing? His answer is, I don't know. I don't know. Our world is a lot darker than people want to give it credit for, or that anyone wants to realize. We've built up this fake reality around us, and we're going to suffer the consequences of it. Not all of us, right? There are plenty of people like me that see what the fuck is going on. We see the game being played, right? And it doesn't work on us. It's like propaganda. Once you know that something is propaganda, it doesn't work anymore unless you want it to, right? It's like bullshit. You could tell when somebody's bullshitting. Just gotta be able to look at what they're doing. Watch what they're doing, what they're saying, how they're acting, right? Because what it is, they are purposefully dividing society so that it's easier to take control of. So long as people fight amongst themselves, nothing will ever be done to stop these people. And I don't even want to fucking call them people, because let me tell you, I personally don't believe that it's humans running the show. If it is, and look, I say that because of people just don't realize the amount of horrible shit that is happening in the world. Right now, you have everyone talking about whatever, politics and you know, that whole fucking Candace Owens and shit situation. Is it this and is it this and is it this? And at the same time, you have some of these people saying, oh, Jeffrey Epstein, it's over. It's over. Got some people trying to bring it back into the light. I'm here to tell anyone that thinks that it's over. It's not over. It's not over. It's not over. It's far from over, actually. It's still happening, and in greater numbers than ever before. These little ones being taken, they're not just being used for one specific thing. It is experimentation, organ harvesting, taking of the genes, slave labor. There are many reasons. I'm sure you can put together the rest. I'm not gonna say it. So no, it's not fucking done. It's far from done. Far from fucking done. When you start looking into the numbers, yeah, we're talking millions of little souls. Millions. Where are the bodies? But yeah, let's talk about fucking Tim Pool's little fake freak out, right? Or still continue on about this fucking Charlie Kirk guy. While that may be important, to me, it's not as important as saving kids. I give a shit less about what the fuck a bunch of grown adults are sitting there fighting over about a man who's already gone. He ain't coming back. Yeah. They still drag it out in front of people's faces so that they don't ask the real questions, the real fucking questions. There's so much shit going on right now that you wouldn't. If I were to tell you what's happening, you'd think I'm fucking crazy. Oh man, this guy needs to be locked up in a fucking loony bin or no. And I've already heard it all before. You need to go to a psychiatrist. You got some problem. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't need to go to a psychiatrist. I don't have fucking problems. My problems are I'm tired of seeing the world the way it fucking is. I'm tired of not being able to do anything about it. That's my fucking problem. I'm tired of seeing all these motherfuckers get on here and lie and obfuscate and try to change narratives or get people to talk about something else instead of what actually fucking matters. Or just like the Trump people believing that the Epstein thing is a hoax. It's a hoax. It's not a fucking hoax, you dumb motherfucker. It's a hoax. If you believe that it's a hoax, there is no helping you. There's nothing that anyone could say. If you believe the government, you better think for yourself. Otherwise, somebody else is going to think for you. And this is a consequence of the education system. See, like I said, this is all encompassing. It isn't just one fucking thing that's happening. It is all intertwined together. And all it comes down to is control. Power. That's what it comes to. Once you understand that, shit gets a lot more simpler. It gets so much more simpler. we would do well to take a step back and look at everything from a bird's eye view and not be emotionally involved in it. Because if not, we're never going to be able to figure this shit out or what to do. We're at an inflection point right now. The whole of humanity. And we're coming up on a time. We're about to be in war. A war like nobody has ever seen. So long as people stay distracted, they will die. And there's more than just one reason. There's always more than just one reason. It's never as simple as, oh no, it's this thing, and yeah. The purpose of the next war is to unify the world, whether it wants it or not. This is all for a greater purpose, to unite the human family, whether by force or by peace. But we cannot go out and leave this planet until we are unified. It is not allowed. The reason why it's not allowed is because we will not be allowed to take our differences, our wars, strifes into that area up there. But with the technology that we've created now, we have the ability to destroy this world, or at least change it greatly. You need to keep your head on a swivel. Stay looking around, watching, learning. Don't fall for any tricks. Don't believe anything you hear, and only half of what you see. There's a lot of tricks being played on people right now. Something may look one way, but it's not actually like that. I'm gonna get off here and chill a little bit before I gotta go to work. Y'all have a good day and be safe.